Yo, what's up everyone? I'm Nick.
Alex.
Welcome to Nick and Alex. 今日は TikTok の話をしますね。A couple weeks ago, Trump said we're banning TikTok. アメリカから出てくださいって。And the reason is because there's spyware and stuff.アメリカの軍隊は使っちゃいけないもともと TikTok. Yeah. So the thing is, before we start, should I believe America, which could also be lying? That's always a possibility, right? Or should I believe China? I choose to believe America on this one.
On this one, I will have to choose to believe America too.
Yeah. The thing is that, まあ日本はこれに対して何も言ってないのに、中国が日本を脅してる。If you guys ban TikTok too, there'll be repercussions, even though Japan didn't say anything at all.
I mean, isn't that weird in itself?
Yeah.
That they're like defending it so much?
I have, and you know, there's a couple funny things on TikTok. Like, I've seen funny stuff, but it's you know, garbage.
Yeah, well, to be honest, it's...
Yeah, it's like a 16-year-old girl, like, dancing to K-pop, like...
Yeah, I mean, I think if you ban it, it's gonna have a really good effect on, you know, culture.
Yeah, I think we should just ban a lot of social media. Yeah, I mean,
just
maybe,
all of it.
Yeah, maybe we're not even contributing very well to...
yeah, let's just ban YouTube, everything.
But, you know... Can I just be brutally honest with you right now?
Please do.
I'm so done with China. And when I say China, I mean the Chinese government. It's funny because I said something like this on Twitter a couple months ago, and somebody was like, that's racist. I didn't think you were racist. And I said, well, first off, actually, I have a little bit of Chinese blood in me, number one. So I don't have any...
That's why you're short, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm short. That's actually true, too, by the way. But... No, it's not about Chinese people. It's about the government. Look what they're doing to, like, the Uyghurs. You know, the Uyghurs? I think they're, like, the northern... They're, like... They almost look like Turkmenistanish.
Oh, I
like,
know them. Yeah, they live in Russia, actually.
They do. Yeah. Some of them live in Russia. And basically, well, they're Muslims. And China's a communist country. And religion is not a good competitor for government.
Well, because, you know, communism has to be, you know, the only religion.
Yeah, exactly. The only religion allowed is communism. So they're basically putting them in concentration camps, like sterilizing them so they can't have babies.
Wow.
Let's say another thing. Hong Kong. どんだけかわいそうだよ、香港はマジで。
そうだね。Yeah, I mean, China, yeah, first of all, I think it is very important. And then when you say China... That's Chinese government, and then the people are not really responsible for what.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have some like people who are Chinese who I really look up to. Like my friend's been to Shanghai, and he said it was amazing. And he said the people were really nice. Yeah. So, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just you know, whenever I say that you know, Russia is. Like, you know, I blame Russia for something. I obviously don't blame, like, Russian people. I also mean the government.
Yeah, that's, like, for everything, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. When even I don't know if you ever criticize America that much, but if you do...
well, I think there's plenty of Americans that are... Enough of them to want to criticize America as the country itself, too. But, yeah, this isn't, like, a person-race thing. This is, like... I mean, like, the thing, like... What's another example? Like, what's going on in Africa now? You know, like, a lot of Chinese companies, the government's, like, invested in Africa. And the things that are going on are, like, what went on with Europe and Africa, like, 300 years ago. You know what I mean? It's, like... And the entire world lets this happen. It's so nuts.
Well, I mean, I always kind of wondered how the entire world let happen what happened in Stalinist Russia, but...
Yeah, but I mean, I guess you have to give, like, it was back then pass for that at least.
But, yeah, that's, like, kind of a bad excuse because, you know, 10 years after, you know, you'll be like, well, okay, this was back then and people in 2020 weren't cultured enough or something.
Yeah.
But then, you know, as a different country, if you intervene, then obviously, you know, you're blamed for...
Yeah, well, I don't know if intervening is even the right thing. I think just like cutting it off. I mean, that's not possible, obviously, right?
Well, I feel like, for example, this ban is one good way to deal with it because, you know, you just try to minimize any sort of export from it in terms of
as much as possible. I mean, realistically, I don't think that's possible. Things are just too cheap. But I mean, Yeah, it's
Yeah, but when it comes to like the IT world, I guess it's easier to do because it's not really about, people manually doing something, producing something, but,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, especially with TikTok. We don't need TikTok. Let's start with that at least. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then, when it comes to like digital data, I think, like giving that data to the Chinese government basically is
I don't want to
really
do
bad
that. Yeah,
idea.
screw that. I'm not going to do that. And yeah.
And it's funny that Chinese government is so pissed about it because they like banned Facebook, they banned YouTube, they banned pretty much everything, right?
Yeah. I think like Google made like a special like, Google's so
China
like money hungry that they made like a special deal with China.
Wow.
I mean, the other thing is just like plain old racism. Like it's funny on Twitter, Disney like during the Black Lives Matter protest, Disney like uploaded like the dark block, the Black Lives Matter block, and said we stand with Black Lives Matter, and some person uploaded like, all right, Disney, let's look at your commercials in China as opposed to the rest of the world. So like in all of the movies on the posters, the Chinese version, they get rid of the black guy.
Wow.
Like, Black Panther, the Marvel movie?
Yeah.
Like on like the American poster and stuff, it shows him, but in the movie they put the mask over him.
Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
just in China. Yeah. They get away with
Wow.
so much stuff.
No, I think we need to stop this because when you start like compromising and being like, we need money so much that we're gonna, play by your rules, that's horrible. I mean,
Yeah, but how do we do it to where it doesn't hurt Chinese people, though?
Oh, well, that's a good question.
Well, I guess TikTok, they could get rid of... We don't need TikTok, come on.
Well, I mean, that doesn't hurt Chinese people. They would still have it.
Yeah, they would still have it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much, like, revenue money-wise goes into TikTok, from the States or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know either. But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, there was a similar situation with Facebook in Russia. And basically, Russia said that, we want you to store all your data on, like, Russian servers or something like that.
Not on, for Facebook, or?
Yeah, for Facebook.
Okay.
I think it was Facebook a couple years ago. And actually, they told it to everyone, but then, like, I think Facebook said, like, no. So they were like, well, then we're going to ban you in Russia. And they were like, well, we don't really care.
Really?
Well,
Interesting.
at the end of the day, they actually didn't ban them because I guess they, I don't think they know how to use internet in like the Russian government. They just like they're all really old people. So, but anyway, but I was kind of grateful, as in like when you say Russian people or Chinese people, as a part of that people group, I was grateful for someone to oppose them and be like, I'm not gonna play by your rules. Because, don't feel like, you control everything.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the money, like, the money that's invested in China or the money made in China is so big that, like, America can't do anything about it right now. Like, tons of movies, like, they'll have, like, say, I forgot what movie it was. It was, I completely forgot what it was. But it was some movie with, like, the guy had a Taiwanese military jacket on. Okay. He wasn't even Taiwanese or something, and they had to like take it out of the movie. I remember because China pressured, because China pays Hollywood and stuff like that. There's a huge.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm being unrealistic about this, and then no one's gonna be like, well, okay, let's just not sell things to China and lose on all this billions of dollars. I guess.
Yeah.
But just obviously that would be. That would be an efficient way to go, technically. But I guess we,
Well, I think tech stuff is a really easy way to do it, right? Because it's not production-based. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when it's something that's production where you can make it cheaper in China, then you have to go through all these loops and, like, it's not that easy. But when it's just, like, an app.
Yeah, I mean, you can sort of recreate it, with your own...
Yeah. Well, I mean, they...
Although, I hope no one recreates TikTok, though.
Yeah. This isn't even about China. This is just about how shitty of an app TikTok is. God, I hate it.
Yeah.
Maybe Japan should ban it, too. I'm not sure.
So.
皆さんどう思いますか？まあ、好きな人はいると思いますけど。
I'm sure there is, like, a little bit of good content there, but it's just normally whatever you see from there, like, on other platforms, it's just, like...
Well, look at how bad Twitter is. Or YouTube even.
Yeah. But, YouTube, I feel like if you're looking for good content, you can find it. It's...
Yeah. But I mean, it's like good stuff in a sea of poop. basically.
Well, as anything on the internet, but
That's true.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's
But so
like-
that's just one thing to get rid of. You know what I mean? Like, it's not any worse or better than the other. Well, I think it's worse because I don't like the content that's on there. But yeah,
Well, it's not really the platform that would have anything particularly like, you know, educating.
No,
It's
no,
like
not at
really
all.
short videos. And
Yeah,
they're
yeah. It's like
based
16
around-
seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what can you know, tell people?
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, 皆さん、はい、それだけです。See you next time.
See
Bye.
you.